Hey YouTubies, how you doing today? Welcome to Steve-O's world. It's a crazy place, ain't it? Oh well, you gotta be somewhere, right? You might as well be in my world. Hell yeah. What am I doing today? We're banging out some more mediums, okay? Mediums. Here we go. Here's what they look like. Let's just show you that. I just dipped these in eco-friendly preservative. Yeah, just make them little batches. This happened to be the other day. I had enough material and ends. I had an end issue. I was running out, but this is the last 4 boxes I had ends for. So today I ran down and bought my happy little Lowe's store. I bought 4 studs, 16-foot long. 2x4 16-footers. Isn't that pretty stuff, huh? Actually, the quality kind of sucks on it. It's got tons of knots. Look at the knottiness in this stuff. But I try to bury the knots in joints and glue joints and whatnot. Let's say like this one right here, this knot right here, I can cut that, I can butcher that out in a frame rest to make that disappear. So that's stuff you know, keep in mind as you're pilfering through this junk to eliminate those nasty knots. Here's my cheap little setup. It's just a chop saw. I don't have a sliding saw. I'm waiting. My next saw will be a slider saw. You know, they run about 300 bucks or more. This thing here was cheap. I don't know. I got this thing, I think, on sale for 80 bucks or something. And it just won't die. The son of a bitch will not die. I've been waiting for it to die. I don't even know what brand it is. Oh, here it is. It won't die. It just keeps going. So I just let it keep going. So I'm using 2x4s. This isn't an issue cutting, chopping these. But before, if you got wider lumber, then you got to flip the lumber. Oh boy, and that sucks too because they don't match up. So what I've got here, I got 16-foot 2x4s that went down through here. So this is my little setup. I got these 2 Harbor Freight roller jobbies, and I had to put a little. Here's just my cheapo chop saw table setup, and this is the adjustment. I know this is Neanderthal, but this is the way I roll right here, okay? And I had to put an extension on here. Normally when I was chopping sides, I would have to flip it because it's a 7-inch. But my son says, "Dad, stop doing all that craziness, please." He said, just stop doing it. You're driving me crazy. Get over here and we'll not only cut them, rip them, but we will chop them. Because he's got a nice slider set up. So, but with the studs, we accumulated quite a pile, and over here, as I glue them up, they just come over here against the wall, kind of this configuration right here. I'm going to show you right now how I throw these together. It's very simple. Very simple. Once you get rocking and rolling on this thing, it just goes fast. So all I do here is you have to rough them up. I'm using Bondtite 3, by the way. It's a waterproof glue, very tough stuff. So I got my vise here. This holds everything. So what you do is you just rough up the surface. This is just a cheap little, I don't even know what brand it is. It's a real flexible little saw. It's great for chopping up frames and stuff like that. But it's got some really gnarly teeth on it. And it's great for cutting grooves in this lumber to get a good glue surface. So yeah, I just throw one in, then I throw this next one in. I do it up. That's all you need to do, just rough it good. Now you'll notice here, see the configuration of the curve. This one's going this way also. So what I will do when I put this on, I will have it going the opposite way. You see, like so. This is cupping this way. These, what do you call it? What do you call it? You call it going one way and one the other is what you call it. You want this going this way and this one this way. If you put them the same way and this thing starts to really get gnarly and it'll cup on you. The whole friggin' thing will cup on you. So you swap ends with it and get one, and they'll counter-react each other, okay? It's just the gross rings. Gross rings is the word I was going for. So I got growth rings now. You see it's coming this way. This one's going this way. So I slap it on, making sure I got my gnarly cut on the bottom that I did with this. And I just kind of quickly do this with my fingers. Boom. Take my El Cheapo Harbor Freight clamp. Dead center punch that baby right there. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. Get you a terry towel. Get some warm water. Wipe off this excess that's bleeding out everywhere. Now you take it out of your vise. You stand it up. There's going to be a little deviation here. Hit it right on the joint. Just like that. Now there's going to be a little deviation here. One board's higher than the other. So you put this. I'm on a steel top table, and I suggest you, if you make a wooden table, go to a place and get some steel and have them put some, you could put 1/8 inch steel. This here's 3/16. I wanted 1/8 and they came up with 3/16. And you talk about heavy, oh my Lord. It's all my son and I could do to put this thing up on this table. So you just hit all four on this flat. Now you have a flat plane here, you see. Very simple. And then re-tap it here on that joint, snug your clamp, it's done. Then you put it to bed over here. You come over here, drop it down, stick her against the wall, grab another clamp. Only down to 2 clamps, huh? I can do 2 more ends, that's it. I can do 2 more ends. Yeah, with those 3 boards, these 3 2x4s I bought this morning, 16 footers, I got enough ends here, because you can put 1 on each end, so it's going to take 4 of these studs to make a box. With that, I'll have, with them 4 studs I bought, I'll have enough for about 23 boxes. And I think that's what I've got in sides right over there. That's 1/2 inch PT is what's going on these sides. I know what you're gonna say. Oh, Steve, oh, you're not putting PT in beehives. Oh, yes, I am. Here's a piece right here, and these make the handle. This is dunnage left over. Once I butcher those, I save these. These are my freaking handles. And right now it's a camera stand. How about that? Yeah, I pulled all my traps out of the woods, so I'm not running that every other day. I was running around adding a quart of syrup to each one of those traps. But we're done with that for the year. I pulled them all in. I'm going to have about 7 or 8 traps starting the end of February. I'm going to start putting those out in places. I'm going to go back on the same spots I was in because there's a lot of wild swarms out there, especially on the waterfront. There's a park here just to my east about where I've been walking every day. I haven't been going to the gym. I've been walking through the wilderness over here. And 2-mile hike. And what I've been doing, getting up at 6, like this morning we went to the diner. I had a meat lover's omelet, 2 sausage patties, 5 sliced tomatoes, 3 or 4 cups of coffee. That's breakfast. I come home, get on my hiking shoes, go to the wilderness, burn out 2 miles, 2 miles, come back, go in, grab my steak. Today I did a 1.25 pound steak, top sirloin, and then I had 4 over medium eggs fried in butter. That's my lunch. That's my lunch. So I had breakfast, omelet, lunch, done by 10. Okay, no more eating till tomorrow morning for breakfast. We do it all again. Went to my cardiologist yesterday. He had a he had a little trainee doctor with him. Yeah, he had a trainee doctor in training. You'll have those. You'll have those. Now the rest of the day too, you can either have water, green tea. It's just green tea and ice, nothing in it. No honey, no nothing. With this 24-hour fasting thing I'm doing with a 4-hour feeding window, I can have coffee, tea, or water. That's it. Now in the afternoon, say around 4-ish, here's a little hack. If you start getting a little hangry, you want to rip somebody's head off? No, you really won't. You won't on this diet. It's not really a diet. What I'm doing is a lifestyle, guys. It's just a simple lifestyle. It's so simple, it's stupid. As hunter-gatherers that we used to be, now we just hunt for steak and eggs at the grocery store. That's all we do. We don't hunt and gather any of this stuff anymore, right? That's what we did. We ate usually 1 meal a day, or every 2 or 3 days, whenever we knocked down a critter, a bison, a woolly mammoth, you know, white-tailed deer, whatever. This is what we did as hunter-gatherers. Granted, we ate some berries and stuff out on the plains and stuff in the spring. Yeah, right. Okay. But we're pretty much carnivorous critters, and we lived quite well. Now, granted, we didn't live all that long because we were killing each other over our neighbor stealing our horses, our neighbor coming over trying to steal our buffalo that we protected and hunted. We tried to kill our neighbor because he was in our trout stream trying to catch our fish. We kill people for stealing and raping our women. Yeah, that's how it went. And sometimes we won, sometimes we lost. And when we lose, sometimes we didn't make it past 30, right? Anyway. That's how it went back in the day, but I am feeling very good right now. Very good. If I was any happier right now, guys, you know, I would be 2 people. I would actually be 2 people. Yeah. Yep. So you guys, I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know if you're a flipping drunk or a drug addict or what you are. You're overweight, you've got heart issues, you've already had a heart attack, yada yada, on and on and on. You got diabetes, yada yada, on and on. You got sugar cravings from hell. Now the sugar cravings from hell is what you got yourself in the mess in the first place, because your corrupt doctor never told you about this. Now, while I'm in this cardiologist's office, he's got the doctor in training there. And he says, he came in, shook my hand. Now, this is so-and-so here. I forgot his freaking name already. Anyway, I said, how you doing, sir? He said, this man's in training. He has to stay with me for so long, you know, so he can move on and become a doctor, just like me, yada, yada. He said, now this was kind of jokingly, he was telling this fella, first of all, he said, are you still on doing this carnivore thing? Yes, sir, and I've added a little bonus here. Little bonus here for you. What's that? 20-hour fast. Excuse me? 20-hour fast? What is this all about? And I told him and with a half-ass shizzy-eating grin, like a possum licking poop off of electric fence grin, he looks at his sidekick and he says, this guy's doing a carnivore diet. Now he's telling me he's doing 20-hour fast. And the guy's looking at me, this young doctor, is like, He says to the head doctor here, he said, what do you think of what he's doing? He says, I don't know. I don't know much about that. Isn't that something? Here they are. This dude is about to become a full-blown doctor, all right? And they don't know anything about fasting. They don't know anything about a carnivore diet, a low-carb diet, a high-carb diet. What does that do for you guys? It does everything for you. Cancer, diabetes, everything that doctors love, because you're going through this revolving door of getting your ass kicked by listening to this information from these people that's making you sick as hell. Does any of this make any sense? It don't make sense. And it don't make sense to your pocketbook either, because they're going to clean out your pocketbook, guys. Not only with being sick, it's going to cost you a bloody fortune. And more than likely, you're going to die broke. Hello? Don't you guys just love it when I get on these little kicks, huh? My doctor sure don't like it when I get on these kicks. My primary doctor thinks I am the most flippin' nut job on the planet. But you want to know something, guys? I don't give a rat's ass shizzit what he thinks. All I know is how I feel doing what I'm doing. Isn't that beautiful? These mediums are easy, guys. They're freaking easy. They're easy peasy. All right, see, this one's cupping this way, this one's going this way. Perfect. Except when I turn it over, now it's going the other way. It's going the same way, because I got to match my roughy side. So what do? Bada bing, there it is. I spin it around. Now I've got one going this way and one going that way. I've only got 2 clamps left, guys, and I'm done for the day. What am I going to do the rest of the day? For another 20, 30 minutes, I'm going to go out here in this sun. We got about I don't know what our heat index is. It's getting up there, 70 something. I've been tanning my ass off, guys. Tanning my ass off. Why? Because sunlight is good for us. There's another dumb one, guys. There's another dumb one. There's another dumb one. They tell you, stay out of the sun. You're going to get sun cancer, skin cancer. Guess what, guys? I'm out here barbecuing my freaking ass every day I can. Yeah. Every day I can, I'm barbecuing my ass. But I'll tell you what, I don't hit each side for that long. I'm about 15 minutes aside. I got a yoga mat right there. See that? Here's my sunning chair where I hit the chest. That thing is where I lay on the concrete. And I barbecue the other side. I flip over and cook the other side. When I was in the hospital doing all these friggin' surgeries, like prostate cancer surgery, right, and all that. Yeah, some more stupid stuff. See, all this stuff is because I've been listening to Big Pharma. I came up with prostate cancer and all this. Then I finally said, what the hell is going on here? I'm listening to these people. The more I listen to them, the worse it gets. And it's no different than working beehives, guys. We're listening to Big Pharma and all these other crazy shenanigans telling us you got to have this in your hives, you got to have that in your hives to survive, and they just keep crashing. The hives keep crashing. Duh! What's going on? What's going on is more freaking corruption. Why is it a lot of these colonies in the wilderness, guys, are surviving? Talk to landowners. You know, you got any wild swarms? Oh yeah, there's one over there in that oak tree. There's one over here. And my neighbor over there's got one. Well, how long have they been there? Oh, for years. For freaking years. Huh. No shizzit. What's going on with these wild bees? Well, they're figuring it out. Nature has a way of figuring stuff out, guys. See, what I do is I hit right on that joint and that flushes them right up. And then I hit it on the flat and it gets it this way. Both sides, flat. So you banged in both sides, this way and that. You're good to go. And now we can we'll set these up for 24 hours, come back, and we'll start building a box. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up, you guys, because this battery's about to die on me. Anyway, I just thought I'd quickly show you this, what I'm doing. We're banging these out, more mediums. We're going to have a shizit load of mediums. I mean a shizit load of them. And what we'll probably end up with is 2 or 3 as a brood chamber, and 3 or even 4 high for honey production. But what we can do, so it doesn't get too crazy high, we'll start snatching boxes off and robbing honey. We'll be vigilant, keep robbing honey off, and just slap another box on. Let them keep pumping. The locations that I have, they're going to be good to leave a hive in place on stand. Just keep on trucking, baby, because I'm going to have 3 to 4 crops. That's why I'm on the waterfront. 3 to 4 crops I can harvest. They're coming in, bam, one after the other, boom, like at least 4 of them. Yeah. And at the end of the run, and if I see a hurricane coming, snatch them off, get them back here to base camp. And this is why the extraction is going to be cool, because I can use that cart right there to haul ass in and haul ass out off the waterfront and get back to base camp. Because I have never been blown away here. I've sat right here. I've got woods all around me as a wind buffer. And that big cypress swamp in the back here to my west, man, I've had some howlers come through there, but them big cypress, they just bend. I haven't seen them snap off, but they could if you could get a Cat 5 in here, but we haven't seen Cat 5, so cross the bridge when we come to it, guys. Anyway, keep your doctors guessing, guys. That's all I can say. And they're not going to figure nothing out, because if they did and started preaching what I'm preaching to you guys, they will lose their friggin' license. Because Big Pharma is not going to allow them to talk my kind of shizit to the public, for the simple fact is they are told what to do and how to push their poisonous medications on you. All right? So use some common sense. Use some common sense in beekeeping. Use some common sense in life. I try to, guys. I try, okay? See you real soon. Bye-bye.